The full moon has begun its rise, and Chris Jennings is about to take the most desperate gamble of his life. Alone in his cottage on the great estate, he waits for the moon to change him into a werewolf, hoping he can retain his human intelligence and will long enough to do what must be done to end the curse. For this flower, brought to him by Sabrina Stewart, is the legendary moon poppy. And if he can succeed in eating its blossom, he will shed the hated animal form forever.
No, Maggie, I don't believe you did everything you could have. That's a cop-out. Of course I want you to keep on him. You keep after him until he's told you exactly where Carolyn Stoddard is. Is that clear? It better be.
I bring you greetings from Portland. It's a charming city.
Glad you think so.
What's the matter? Didn't Barnabas believe that Maggie had a long-lost aunt there?
I don't know if he did or didn't. She wouldn't tell him where Carolyn is.
He will. And give the girl time.
I don't have time. I want Carolyn now.
Now or later. It's all the same.
With me and Carolyn, it's now.
It's just that I've never met a girl who could matter that much. With me, it's always now or later. Just like I said. You're not listening to me. What's the matter? What are you saying?
Just remembering a poem.
Poem?
Even if a man is pure at heart and says his prayers at night, he can become a werewolf when the wolfbane blooms and the moon is full and bright.
What made you think of that all of a sudden?
Because there's a werewolf out there.
A werewolf?
Don't you hear it? Listen carefully.
Yeah, well, I do hear something. A dog.
It's not a dog, you stupid. It's a wolf. It's a werewolf.
Now, look, Jeb, I just can't believe that there's a werewolf.
Listen, you better believe it. You better do exactly as I tell you. Because there's a werewolf out there. It's the most dangerous of creatures.
What do you mean?
They were the only creatures we couldn't tame. They were the only ones that were more ruthless and cunning than we were. And they were the enemy. We tried to drive them out. We tried to kill as many as we could. But there was always one left. And he was always howling. And he was always howling. And I can't stand that sound. There's got to be a way to stop it.
He couldn't eat the petal. The human part of him was submerged too quickly. And the animal could only destroy. Who's there? Sabrina, please, Sabrina. We've met before. I'm Barnabas Collins. I'm trying to help Chris as well.
Nothing can help him now.
You must never think that way.
What other way is there to think? He's gonna be killed tonight. I know it.
You don't know. You only fear it. You
No.
just fear it.
I know it. He will be killed as surely as his flower is destroyed. I know it, and it'll be my fault. If I hadn't brought the flower, he wouldn't have stayed here by himself and protect. He wouldn't have been able to get out into the woods where someone will get him.
He's gone there before, Sabrina. He'll come back alive.
No, not this time. Oh, I wish there was some way I could tell him I didn't want to hurt him. I only wanted to help. I wish I were in the woods with him now.
Even if you were, Sabrina, you couldn't be able to make him understand. Tomorrow.
No, tonight. Tonight is the only night I could save him.
Sabrina, you're frightened. You're upset. You're saying things that make no sense.
No, they do make sense. I don't know why, but they do. I am the one person he will not hurt. He will not kill. I know it. He didn't kill me before, and he won't now. That is why I must go to him.
The only thing you must do is to go home, and I'm going to take you there.
No!
Then I'm going to give you some brandy because we must talk about it.
There's nothing more to say.
There's a great deal to say. Because when Chris is himself again, the desire you have for to help him will mean the only thing... Sabrina! 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 Sabrina, if you can hear me, listen to me. You must come back. You cannot go out there in the woods alone. Sabrina! 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 Sabrina, answer me if you can hear me. You must! There's no sign of her. She's got to be someplace. Perhaps if I get some of the servants at Collinwood to help.
It's all right. He's gone off somewhere else.
We'll be back.
Well, when he comes back, I'll be ready for him.
What?
I said I'd take care of him. Just like I'll take care of all your enemies.
What's that for?
I think it's best to kill.
Won't do you any good. Silver's the only way to kill him. He's not like our other enemies.
Well, we'll see about that when he faces my gun.
But the gun isn't gonna do you any good. Don't.
Jeb, I've got to go. If only to prove to you that I don't just talk. I do what has to be done, no matter how dangerous.
Hello?
Oh, Barnabas. I'm so glad I found you there.
Why? What is the matter?
It's nothing we can discuss on the phone. You've got to come here immediately.
What's happened?
I won't discuss it on the phone.
You must.
No.
At least tell me if Carolyn is all right. Tell me that much.
I will tell you nothing until you're here. Now come as quickly as you can.
Why wouldn't she tell me anything? There must be a way of finding out something. Yes, there is.
It sounds so far away. But it proves he's still alive. Chris, you've got to stay alive. Until I find you, until I come to help you.
Are you going somewhere?
No, I was just listening to the night.
It's a beautiful night. The moon is so full and clear.
It would be a beautiful night if...
If what?
if I had Carolyn.
You will have Carolyn at the proper time.
Proper time. Who knows if I'm going to make it to the proper time?
The time of the Leviathans is a long time in coming.
No, don't give me that stuff. How do those people know who lived so long ago how I feel about Carolyn now? And I want her now.
Her mother wouldn't have taken her away unless she needed the rest.
Her mother wouldn't have taken her away if you hadn't told her to.
You and I are on the same side. It would be better if we didn't quarrel.
Are we on the same side?
Yes. Now, if you will excuse me.
Where are you going?
Home. I'm going home.
Before you go, I'll give you a chance to prove that we're on the same side. Do you want that chance?
Well, what do you want me to do?
Tell me about the werewolf.
A werewolf? There's no such thing.
Don't tell me there's no such thing. Such ignorance doesn't become a man with your history. Now you know there's one. And you know he's around here.
I know there's been talk about a strange animal in the woods, but no one's ever seen it. It's hard to tell in a village like this what is legend and what is not.
It's not hard to tell. Now there is a werewolf here, just as he senses that I'm here.
I didn't know that he was your enemy.
Well, now you do. Now you start listening to the legends more closely. Because I've got to find out where he is. And I got to find out who he is. And I've got to kill him before he kills me!
Who's there? Chris? Is that you? Is that you, Chris? Again. And I'm not going to run away. I want to help you, Chris. I want to help you.
You're all right now. He's gone.
No.
Don't you understand? You're all right. You had a bad scare, but I saved you.
Why didn't you leave me alone?
Leave you alone? Look, if I hadn't come along, it'd have killed you.
He wouldn't have hurt me. He wouldn't. He... Come in, Boris.
Where's Carolyn?
Carolyn and her mother are both sleeping.
Well, then what's the matter?
Nothing with them, but plenty with me.
What do you mean?
Please come in here. Boris, my life here now as Angelique Rumson is terribly important to me, especially Sky. I couldn't bear it if I lost him. I won't lose him.
I know that.
Then you must know that you must get Carolyn and Elizabeth out of here immediately.
But you said they could stay here as long as he was away.
They could stay even longer as far as he's concerned. When I told him I had house guests, he said they could remain here as long as they wished.
Did you tell him who they are?
Yes. He was very generous about them. He's a very kind and generous man. But I am not so generous. And I will not give up my happiness to help anyone.
But if he approves...
Listen to me, Barnabas. Last night, Elizabeth was looking at me very intently and insisted that I reminded her of someone. Carolyn suggested that perhaps she'd seen me in some magazine.
Did she accept the suggestion?
Yes, she did. For the moment. But Barnabas, how much longer is it going to be before she recognizes the woman named Cassandra, who was married to her brother? And how much longer before I make some slip and reveal a little bit too much knowledge of the Collins family? And I won't just be revealing myself to Elizabeth. I'll be revealing myself to a dedicated member of the Leviathans. And then we are all lost.
Yes, she is a dedicated member. But I am her leader, and she'll do exactly as I say.
Will she? Will she, even if Jeb tells her to do otherwise?
She will never do anything to hurt Carolyn, that I know.
Well, you know a lot more than I do. And you're a lot more confident that nothing will happen here. Oh, Barnabas, if something does happen here, there's nothing more I can say. If Sky finds out about me, I'm completely lost.
All right, Angelique. I'll take them away.
Thank you, Barnabas.
Tomorrow.
Oh, please, now.
I can't. The danger to Carolyn is worse than ever. I'll come back to take them tomorrow, to take them away.
All right. But until then, I'm the one who's in danger. Barnabas, remember, if you fail to keep your promise,
I won't fail.
What happened?
Two things. For one thing, there is a werewolf.
You saw it.
Saw him. I fought him. And shot him at close range. He ran off into the woods, badly wounded.
But not dead. I told you gotta use a silver bullet.
Then next time, I'll get silver bullets when I meet him. Because the next time the moon is full, I'm going to be right there. With him.
How can you say that?
Because tonight I found more than just a werewolf. I found a girl who wasn't afraid of him. Who felt she could control him.
Control him?
That girl must know him very well. So that girl's gonna lead us to him the next time the moon's full.
Who is this girl?
Her name's Sabrina Stewart. She lives at the inn with her brother. I took her home.
Did you meet the brother?
No, she said he was away for the night.
I wonder if that means...
I don't know. Look, maybe I should take care of him just as soon as possible, just on the chance that...
No, you fool. If you kill him while he's in human form, it'll turn him into an animal forever. And that's just what he'd like. So he can haunt me always. And howl always.
Look, if he bothers you that much, I'll go look for him right now. Don't worry. You've got Bruno.
Hello? This is Jebez Hawks. Who is this? Oh, I see. Yes, I'd like to know very much about Carolyn Stoddard. Well, if you do, tell me. Now, isn't that a coincidence? On Little Windward Island. No, tomorrow won't do. No, tomorrow won't do at all. It'll be too late. It has to be tonight, do you understand? I thought you would. Now listen very carefully. The ceremony must take place there, on Little Windward Island. And this is what I want you to do.